What's going on, YouTube? A question was asked to me. Abdul, could you talk about your first business experience? Some of you guys may know this, some of you guys may not. My first business experience was basically starting from where I was. Here are the phrases that come to my mind as I'm doing this video. Un por cinco, dos por ocho. I sold sunglasses in a predominantly Latin swap meet in Phoenix, Arizona. And yes, I started in the summertime, very hot. Sometimes I would only make maybe $50, $60 for the day. Then somehow I just packed everything up and came out another day. And I did this over and over and over again. Thinking back to that time, I really don't know what drove me. Because the money that I was making at that time, it wasn't much. But the only thing that I could think of that inspired me was that I actually brought a service there and people took time out of their day to come see what I had and spend money with me. The most craziest thing, I remember I had a table, my wife had a table, and she would, we would be done, we'll be putting our table, taking it apart and putting our glasses in, and there were times that I would look at her and I could tell she didn't sign up for this. You see, I had to convince my wife to join business because her mother and father went bankrupt. I'm talking about $1 million bankruptcy, lost house, lost everything. And I had to convince this woman that business was good, and this was my first example of it. But here's the magical thing. Even though she left her job, right, to come do this with me, she never complained. There was something about the business environment that motivated my wife. I remember when my wife used to make necklaces. This was when she had her job, and she would just make these things, when she was bored. And I was like, man, this is an artsy person. Her art is coming out. Now she's on Etsy and eBay, making hundreds of dollars a day, as a hobby. She's turned that hobby into making money and, in the vintage scene and things like that. But we didn't know what was happening. We didn't have a get-rich-quick scheme, or we didn't know what. Nothing came to us easy. I was telling my wife this today. I said, of all the things I've done here on earth, nothing has came to me easy. Nothing. And I thank God for that. Because if I was one who received things easy, it may not make me strive the way I do now. So I know with anything that I come in contact with, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be easy. So I've conditioned myself to accept it. I've accepted it. For those who are lucky and get things every now and then, I don't have luck. I've never, I'm not a big gambler at all. I really don't gamble, but when I did, I've never won anything. I've never in my life won anything. Everything that I have, I had to work my butt off to get. And I appreciate that. So I'm going to leave you with this. When you're thinking about starting a business and you're looking for that money immediately, you're not ready for business. You got to trade some sacrifice for some reward when it comes to this type of animal here. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. For some of you guys who may be struggling in business and think that, there's not a way out, keep working. You'll eventually find your way out. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I hope that I am motivating the crap out of you for 2013 to be your year. And until next time, guys, signing off.